What lessons have I learned from Marvel Comics? Stay the fuck away from gamma rays.
I love that. Yeah, that's we use that.
I got into comics when I was 10 years old. Initially I was into baseball. You know, I still am into baseball, but I was really into baseball cards, collecting cards. My dad, I remember, he lost his baseball card collection. It was like a big, huge deal. That led to the discussion of like that he has his comic book collection. And that was the collection he still had. You know, he had record collection, he had a comic collection. So I remember the day he pulled out his comic collection and he sat there and kind of explained to us, you know, what was what. It's funny, I remember looking at the old comics that my dad had and it would be 12 cents, you know. I started mowing lawns when I was in 4th grade just to be able to pay for like comic books. My collection is almost all Marvel, and almost all of it was acquired by a kid in the neighborhood I grew up in, trading him video games and baseball cards and BB guns. My dad bought my brothers and I BB guns when we were 9. It's such a bad idea, don't do that.
This is one of the ones I would have traded, and it's always been in this condition, by the way. I stole this from my brother Mike. I bought this on a newsstand. I was reading the Wizard price guide a lot, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna definitely pay for my college. And I don't think that panned out.
I liked Iron Man. I loved Incredible Hulk. I have more Incredible Hulks than any other comic.
I tried to collect like everything around 181 as close to as possible because I was really curious why that one was worth so much money and what was going on in that comic.
I was interested in the story, and if the story didn't interest me, I kind of fell off, you know.
These comics are really messed up. Obsessed with Nam comics. They're so crazy. These Vietnam vets had kids, and they maybe their dads bought their sons these comics so they could like relate to like their experience or something. There's a direct connection between most of these comics and my dad because they were around from when my dad was a kid. You know, just like most of the music I grew up listening to and still love is music that was from my dad's, you know, childhood.
Through comics, through collecting is what got me into music. When my dad introduced me to music, I became totally obsessed. And he took me over to his record collection. He was like, look at this. And I went through every single album in his collection. My dad got me a guitar. I started practicing guitar.
There was a Marvel character that represented the Black Keys, maybe just Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. I always root for the good guy. Dan and I, our careers, it's been completely like flying by the seat of our pants, but it's always been like just one step ahead. The next thing I'd want to do is for Dan and I to make another good record. This whole year of like, you know, random pairings of people I never heard of really fascinated me. I don't find it that interesting to go to the studio by myself. It's like cooking dinner for yourself. It just kind of sucks.
So you're talking, heard the sounds, oh, just couldn't time it down.
I think my friends and I kept searching for something that felt like we were taking part in a whole different society that actually was existing. You know, and all that was subculture stuff. And I think comics traditionally and music, that's how you can tap into that. That's how you can go to work, but you can go home and you can be like, I'm on a different level, actually.
By the way, my dog just farted. I made a pot roast last night, or a rib roast, and I think someone snuck her some of it.
Coming in from around the globe, New York, London, Los Angeles, Italy, Seattle, and Wakanda are all reporting vicious monster attacks.